Hi, welcome to my channel. My channel is about relationships with self first, okay? We are here to manage our emotions, all right? So we can identify our intuition, our wealth, our health, all right? Because we're seeking self-love. Love of self is love of others, beings, okay, and the planet, and love of God, okay? So we're seeking balance for the masculine and feminine energy to find our own creativity within ourselves so we can create from our own for our own projects, all right? What's crossing over is the King of Swords, all right? I could be talking to a King of Swords, okay? So to me, this card is also a representation of God, all right? So we have to be creating a soul world, all right? Heaven on earth, okay? So we are going to be using the Gemini energy, and I think, okay? I think I'm clever. I think I can communicate. I am very curious about my soul because I'm very flexible, intellectual, lively, and I'm not restless, okay? I can be talkative, but I'm very versatile and witty, okay? So my shadow side, I can be very cunning. I can be gossipy, all right? Very nervous, and I bring tension, okay? So now we're looking at this card and we're saying we're going to use my intellect, okay? And I can transform my life, okay, from coast to coast. Because what's crossing over is justice, all right? So God is bringing in justice, or a King of Swords is bringing in justice, all right? This is fairness, balance, and truth. This is the question that God will be asking everyone on Judgment Day. All right. How heavy is your heart? Is it as heavy as a stone or as light as a feather? Okay. So that's the question we have to be asking ourselves moving forward in life. All right. So what's the desire? I could be talking about a Queen of Swords. All right. So Miss Queen of Swords, it looks like it could be one person that it has their balance, feminine and masculine energy. All right. This is why you have the justice, because you have the justice scale. You've got a heart as light as a feather. All right. I could be talking to masculine. All right. Gemini, same thing. Okay. So I could be talking about divine feminine and divine masculine that is on the same level as intellect. Okay. So now justice is here. All right. We're taking the Libra energy and we are saying we unite. We unite as one. We unite with God. All right. So when you're in self-love, you love yourself, you love others, you love beings. All right. You love the planet and you most certainly love God, because the desire for God is about protection. Okay, when you're following the sun, which is the soul of self, all right, which the sun is like the sun on the earth. It gives us power, doesn't it? It's the same thing with the soul. So God has given the shell, which is your body, a soul. All right, you dig within, and no matter what messages you get, if God says you are this and you are that, no matter what anyone says, you don't listen to them. All right, because you are on the top. You know God is on your side. You know lucky blessings on your side, all right? And you've got a lot going on for yourself because you have a clear conscience, all right? So the desire for this situation to get there is using your intuition, all right? Some of you could be getting a message, all right, from a King of Swords to balance out a situation. Maybe somebody did not reply to you and now is the time they want to say something, all right? So this is a studious person, all right, very kiddie, new love, all right, because they walked away from people, things, and places that don't serve us for our highest good, all right. It's about time we looked at the moon of self, which is the shadow of self. Okay, this is how we express, all right, ourselves on an everyday basis. Okay, going within and walking away from people, things, and places, all right, and we talk in our truth, we get to deep within to seek our purpose, all right, through our emotions, our activities, and our habits. Remember that it maps out our characteristics. Okay, so do you have a heart as light as a feather, or do you have it as heavy as a stone for you to adapt within your environment? All right, so are you a sheep or a shepherd? That is the question, all right? So the foundation, okay, of this reading, What's our foundation, Spirit, please? Oh, too many. Okay, so our foundation, all right, is about leaving legacies, all right? God would like to leave a legacy of soul world, all right? We've got lots of twin flames, all right, coming home, enjoying celebrations, okay? So God would like all of us. So the foundation is using your intuition, because some of you, a Virgo or Aries, would like to leave a legacy, maybe a real estate, maybe a farm, all right? This is your opportunity. Just go within, right, and follow your dreams, okay? Write all your dreams down, because anything's possible. Because remember, the soul is the fire. It's there to inspire, all right? Because we are born to love, okay? So when you start loving yourself, all right, you start to use your intuition more, your psychic gifts more, because you understand that God is the power and God is connected to the soul, okay? So now moving forward, we're going into a more area of a give and take, where everything's more equal, all right? So this is like the Six of Pentacles, all right? Six of Pentacles is giving, receiving, all right? So God wants to come and help all the generous people, the soul people, all right, with a light heart, so we can all live in abundance, because God put enough on the earth for everybody. All right, all you've got to do is go within, do your self-mastery, seek your craft by going deep within, and enjoy your employment, all right, because you're on God's wages, all right? And this is where you'll get financial gain, all right? You'll get luxury, self-sufficiency, all right, because you're going to be giving yourself solo pleasure. Solo pleasure is self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency requires self-love and self-care. And self-love, number one, is correct your flaws, all right? No point saying be positive all day and your insides stink, okay? So moving forward, all right, the reason for this foundation of this reading, okay, there you go, protection, all right? God wants us all to be self-sufficient, not codependent, all right? Because that can make you into a greedy, glabericious, that's it, glabericious person. All right. So we're going in the energy of the Leo energy, all right? So I will, because I think I can unite with my masculine feminine energy, because within me is God, okay? So I explained this card. God is here to protect us, all right? Or a King of Swords is here to protect the Leo, the foundation of this reading, okay? So they can have self-sufficiency, all right? So we're using the energy of Venus, all right? Because we're using the capability of loving oneself, all right? And protecting one's values, one's worth, all right? So this shows your attitude to love. And you've got to show the attitude of how you love yourself first, all right? So this shows your value, all right? And your abstract to yourself, like how you see yourself, all right? So we're going into refinement, all right? Spiritual recovery, okay? So this is how we gain our money, and this is how we lose our money, through love. There you go, because sometimes we take the action of the Mars, all right? And we take the courage and the ability to take action, but sometimes we take it around the wrong people, things, and places, all right? Because things look like they're good desires in that nature, all right? But then it drives us within that environment, and then it shows us, you know what, you've got to get out because it doesn't match your value, all right? This is why we've got to learn to go within, love yourself, manage your energy, learn your energy so you can read the room. That's your survival pack, all right? Because now we're concentrating the energy on self-love, all right, self-care, so we can go into balance with masculine and feminine energy, so we can be in alignment with God, all right? Because justice is here. Spiritual court is open. I saw God's head come out of the sky, right? I've seen spiritual prison, all right? So now spiritual justice. Spiritual court is open. Who doesn't want to believe? Don't believe. Keep strolling, all right? Because now we're taking the action of Aries. I am, okay? I am ambitious. I am assertive. I am competitive with myself, all right? Okay? So now we're taking the Leo energy. I will. All right? I will protect myself. I will seek balance, and I will protect my heart that is light as a feather. Right? Because it's in God's hands as well. So some of you may have your Godhead on, all right? And you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, I'm talking to right now, all right? So you're in the hands of God. Go within yourself and get your spiritual messages, because lots of swift action is here, all right? There's lots of movements going on, okay? 5 of Wands also means messages. 8 of Wands, sorry, also means messages, all right? So speed, action, lots of messages going through, all right? Quick change, okay? Because God would like a quick change in this area. So news could be coming your way, okay? So news could be outside of you or within yourself, all right? But listen out for your dreams and signs outside of you. So in your head, if you say things like, am I going to have a good day today? You turn around, the sign says, have a good day. There you go. There's your sign from God or your ancestors or your spiritual guide or even your own soul. All right. So take heed in these messages. All right. So we're going to use the Sagittarius energy and say we seek for signs outside of ourselves and within ourselves, so we don't be up with nightmares, anxiety, grief, depression about the limitations of life around us. All right. We're going to go with the universal flow so we can flow through it. Okay. So now we're going to take this energy, all right, and we're going to seek so many messages from within. Okay, this is the soul, all right, because the soul is here to inspire, okay? And then the environment will understand that the Emperor, okay? So I could be talking to you with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, all right? So now we are focused mostly on the fire. All right, so that the fire is the soul. Okay, so the soul is here to inspire. All right, it's here to love. So within this environment, all right, maybe it was lacking love, and God came in and said, enough is enough. All right, it's time to use our intuition to do trading. So if you're into trading or your e-commerce, all right, use your intuition. Use the tools God gave you. All right, this could be your self-expression. This could be self-expression. This could be your voice. You could do voiceovers, all right? This could be any type of creativity. Listen to your messages. Your masculine, feminine energy is making you grow, all right? But you need to put love in self, okay? So the Emperor could be having telepathic communication and getting lots of it, especially from God, all right? Because spiritual call is open, all right? So the Emperor within this environment, okay, is a person that has mastered all 4 kings of the earth, all right? He has his Godhead on, okay? He's self-control, self-discipline, but the only thing with the Emperor sometimes, he does not open up with his feelings, all right? Some little cut feeling. That's like a little kiss. Come in, let me get a little kiss on the cheek. Boy, go ahead. That's your wife, man, all right? So now, in this environment, okay, the Emperor, she'll be arisen an emperor. She'll be talking and bringing justice. Because back in the day, right, emperors used to rule kingdoms, all right? And the kingdoms within this environment had kings and queens. They had to obey the emperors, all right? Because the emperor has the Godhead on that has straight information from who? God, all right? Who don't like it can lump it. There you go. All right, because when you lump it, remember sugar and salt look the same. So use your intuition. There you go. All right. So now we're taking the energy of I am. So within my environment, I am an emperor. All right. I am active. I am ambitious. I am assertive. But I know within my environment, they fear my shine, my inspiration, my healing. All right, because now you're taking the energy of Aquarius. We know. Once you know, no one can't tell you nothing. Who don't like it, lump it, because sugar and salt looks the same. If you don't want to use your intuition to figure out what is a lump of sugar and what is a lump of salt, and you just want to run into anything, that's your business. All right, long as you know. All right. So in this environment, desire and some people's fear is about healing, is about this environment or this Aries, Sagittarius, Leo being famous. So this is also the fame card as well. All right. They prefer this person to live in regret. They prefer this person to live in abandonmentship issues, all right? They prefer this person to feel regret, grief, feeling abandoned and no one loves them. That's why they just got this little page of cups and the Emperor says nothing. He just gets on with his business and everybody likes his shine, you know, because everybody wants to be the role of the Emperor, all right? So this person has a very good shining light inside of them, and maybe this environment feels that if he moves on to being a greater star, they lose. All right, but remember, every regret can be changed into grace. All right, every grief can be turned into relief. Hey, okay, and every abandonmentship, you can go and find yourself a yacht. Hey, okay. Right, so now we are taking the energy of we know, all right? So we know we are divine feminine and divine masculine, all right? We can pour spirituality from above, pour it into self and pour it back into our community, okay? Because we're about healing, all right? So the star, all right, is a healer, okay? You've got to renew your hope, okay? And that's the fears for some people, renewal of hope. They want you to be in the 5 of Cups, lost, grief. No, you're not a puppy show, all right? They are. Let them get on with it. You've got your inner clarity. You know you're a miracle. You have faith in God. You've probably been in the spotlight once before, and people fear if you go back again, that's it, you outshine everyone. Oh well, do your hard work then. Go and do your mastery. Go do your self-mastery, which takes patience and hard work. You might find a bit of delay, and it's where people want to give up and start using people and being a gold digger for their success. No, patience. All right? Patient man rides the donkey. Do you understand that? It avoids you from theft, betrayal, dishonesty, and people trying to run away with it. So now the Emperor is resting, talking to God. All right? Renewal. Okay? So the 4 of Swords, all right, is retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, recover. Matching, all right, because maybe the Emperor had a very broken heart, because we saw the 5 of Cups, all right, which was loss, grief, regret, stuff like that, but they're changing it because that's the Emperor. They don't lose, they win. Do you understand? All right, every loss is a lesson, and this is what these environment didn't understand. All right, so now we're taking out the swords, talking to God within our dreams, within meditation. All right, however you do it, maybe you pray to God, talk. When you want to hear God, shh, be quiet, listen. And that's where the signs come in, all right? The 8 of Wands, all right? So now, say like your bed is the coffin, all right? And when you sleep, it's the cousin of death, all right? So when you go within, you go into spiritual court, which is the halls of truth and love, all right? Some people like to say it's the truth. It's the halls of truth. No, it's the halls of truth and love, all right? Because we need to balance the scale, feather and the heart, all right? So now we're going back to the real teachings, okay? So when you go within, whatever God tells you, you stick with it, because when you wake up, that's what you're going to hold on to, the truth. The truth. Take all the swords out of the heart by resting, renewal, all right? Because it gives you a different perspective, okay? Some people probably went through for some self-sacrifice, all right? But this way, also, you get a different perspective, all right? So now we're moving into that energy of we know, okay? So we know within this environment, some people fear my light. Oh, well, jog on, all right? So now love is being poured into the masculine. Do you see that? So you could be an Aquarius, all right? Pouring love into the masculine, all right? So this also could be like the Hangman. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, look, there it is. All right, so I have to explain it, right? Okay, so imagine, all right, the Emperor. He's been a spiritual warrior forever, all right? This lifetime he needs to rest, but he got into a bit of a pickle, all right? So now they have to renew the soul this lifetime, which is resting, all right? So you're resting the wounded warrior, all right? So now the star comes along Because the emperor looks for his empress every single lifetime. All right. Now, this lifetime, they've realized the soul is scattered everywhere. So this is where the empress comes in, all right, and she's illuminated his mind. So telepathically, they are talking, all right. And then what she's doing, she's pouring all the knowledge she gets from God, heaven, all right. She's pouring it all into herself, her intuition, the mind. She's pouring it back outside to her community, which is also within her is her emperor. This also could be your masculine side, all right. So now they're both talking, all right. She's illuminating the mind and sewing his soul back together. So this is where the mind becomes illuminated. He probably realized his spiritual son wants to come back forward as well. All right. Roll cub. Okay. So now you're realizing the sun is also the soul within you. All right. The sun gives us power, just like your soul gives you willpower, but within you. All right. So now the empress is sewing back the emperor's soul back together. All right. Hope you understand that story. Okay. Right. So now the emperor is healing in his healing position. I could be talking about Leo. All right. So now the emperor is in his environment being healed by a star. All right. Star, an earth star. Okay, a star seed. That's what they're called, star seeds. Okay. So the outcome for this situation, all right. So the desire was for the emperor's environment was to keep this person stuck. But when you're praying, all right, you're in stillness after. You'll balance the masculine and feminine energy, okay? And this will allow you to plant, because now you're working with the mind, body, and soul, all right? Working with the mind could be like you're going back to uni, going to do a degree, masters, or whatever. If I see like 3 of cups, it'd be like I'm pouring more love into my mind because I'm loving my information I get from God, stuff like that, all right? So this is the environment. This is the outcome, all right? Was keeping an Aquarius stuck, okay? But the Aquarius is too balanced, all right? And they're planting their own foundation. Okay, so moving forward, all right? Oh, I didn't do the past. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, past. Oh, what happened in the past situation? I'm so sorry. So the past situation, all right? So this makes sense with the stuck card. So this is justice, all right? So whoever wished in the past, all right, for this masculine to be drained out by a gold digger or a Delilah or a Jezebel, all right? Time's running out. God is here now because God said stop, and you didn't listen. And do you see the spiritual warrior, all right? This is like also spiritual warfare. All right. This is why we've got to be very careful how we look after our Scorpio area. All right. Which is between the thighs, which is the Sagittarius area. All right. So Sagittarius is we seek. So how you seek your pleasure, your love, you've got to be careful because not every energy should be connected. All right. So you're like one connection and who you be is another. Once you connect, that's it. That's spiritual warfare because this person was obviously a vampire energy, not a very good soul, a dark soul in the past. And this is why God's coming to interfere. And whoever did this is going to spiritual prison. They might like red dresses like this. Okay. So now in the past, there was a problem with a Jezebel energy, Delilah energy, all right? They wanted this masculine drained, okay? So I could be talking to a Queen of Swords, all right? So the masculine and feminine energy is looking at this masculine, which is an Emperor, an Aquarius. So it's matching, all right? that maybe he's connected to a Queen of Swords that is balanced and connected to God and the spiritual governors. Okay, so this is an air intellect. This is where we have the ideology within our environment, all right, to learn the lesson of brotherhood. Because in the past, there was no brotherhood. It was like gold digging. It was Delilah. It was evil Eve. All right. Because remember, Eve gave Adam the apple. And everyone blamed God. Oh, God cursed Adam. Did God give Adam the apple? No. Eve did. Evil Eve. All right. Gave Adam the apple. In this case, could have been like Genevieve. All right. Gave Adiwali the apple. There you go. All right, and the Queen of Swords came along in the intuition, and this one tried to drain it. All right, and it didn't work. So the near future, all right, is now justice is open. Spiritual justice is open. Okay, and that's the truth. What I just said was the truth. All right, but this Emperor meant to be resting because he's had a heavy burden with a Delilah. All right, okay. So the 10 of Wands, all right, could be exhaustion. All right, but now God, spiritual world, all right, he's taking all that burden, all right, that was on the back, that made his clothes look a little bit scruffy, probably needs a little bit ironing. He hasn't got a proper wife around him. He's got a Jezebel, all right? So now he's taking all that off his back and he's using it. So Sagittarius is the arrow. Wherever you make your plans and all that, it gets there. Sometimes you might have delays, but with every delay, all right, there's always a reason, okay? Just figure it out. Use your intuition. Ooh, use your intuition, all right? So this is, you could be a tarot reader. You could be psychic, all right? So this Queen of Swords is someone is hiding the Pope, all right? The High Priestess, she has many secrets, all right? She understands about the Jezebel energy, Delilah energy. She knows the mysteries, all right, of earth and heaven, all right? Because she's very, very intuitive because she walks in love, she talks in truth, and she trusts her intuition. So whenever a Delilah can come and think they can interrupt things, no. Use your intuition, all right? And instead of them thinking you're the fool, you say, I am the fool, and you show them and you teach them how to do fresh hope through God. You take chances through God. That's the situation, all right? You can make new pathways and you can make adventures because every ending has a new beginning and every beginning has an ending, all right? So now we are in the higher priestess status, okay? So we're saying that this person is higher than the Pope, okay? They carry many secrets, and there was a secret, all right, plot that was very difficult, that we wanted difficulty in the future, all right? But now God is taking the Jezebel out, away from the masculine, okay, to calmer waters. So this is where the messages come in. This is where justice comes in now. All right, so justice, it could be looking at a lawsuit, all right? This will bring the Emperor out of any difficult situation, okay? Because maybe he's using a tarot reader. Maybe he's a tarot reader. Who knows, eh? So now we're showing that the Godhead, all right, is like the partner to the Empress is the Hierophant, all right? So the Hierophant is within the Emperor, all right? So that the Emperor uses his highest self. He's very traditional. He's not too conventional, all right? He's a spiritual teacher, okay? Then you have the Empress, all right? Behind her is the energy of the High Priestess, all right? I just explained who that is. She's the moon, all right? She carries loads of secrets, okay? So she understands how to express within her purpose the everyday activities, all right? She understands her emotions, her energy. She understands the attitudes, all right? The habits, all right? And she tends to keep an eye on her general mood, all right? Because that's how she adapts within her environment. She learns to read the room because they invested in themselves, all right? They don't want to see any failure. Right? And you won't fail this way because you've got a different perspective about God, love, all right, going within, all right. God's not just a feeling, people. God is someone you can actually see, hear, all right. I've been talking to God since I was a kid, Always had conversations with God. All right. So people think it's just like a pastime, and maybe in 4 years, maybe this Jezebel thought, all right, in 4 years it will stop. No, it's something that continues forever. All right. So if you're trying to take this Bible book, all right, basic instruction before love enters, it won't work because you haven't even got all of it yet. So what are you going to do? Be a Jezebel all your life? A walking mattress is not a pretty sight. All right. So now, go within and get your information. All right. So I could be talking to a Virgo again. All right. So Virgo, using the Virgo energy, going within, you're seeking the soul, seeking yourself. All right. And you seek God. That's the situation we're in right now for this reading. All right. Because spiritual justice is here. Spiritual court is open. Judgment day. Okay. So now, all right, what's crossing over this situation is justice, to bring the Delilah out of the Emperor's environment, all right? Because they would bring too much difficulties. They were gold digger and were no good. There you go, failure. All they were doing is taking the Emperor's money, right? And God is not happy. God said stop, and they did not want to stop, right? Because these people don't believe in God. Let's not cover too much. There you go. That's how God pops up. So I've seen God said a few times. Right. So now the failure was investments. All right. Transformation. Okay. So it's 7 of Pentacles. All right. Could be a situation where they were planting, you needed patient, hard work, but a lot of delays were happening to success because somebody was overspending other people's money by stealing. All right. That's what gold diggers do. Okay. So above this situation, desire, all right, God said, tell the masculine the truth. All right? Because you are an earth angel. Who don't like it can lump it. So you are the love of art, the love of truth, all right? Because the justice system is here. You're part of the governors, all right? Godly governors, okay? Many of us are, all right? So now the earth angels are here. Some you can see, some you can't see. All right. Earth angels, all right, they come down and put your name in a naughty book if you're not behaving yourself on God's earth. Okay. They are the prosecutors within the spiritual justice system. Let that resonate to you. Okay. So now, all right, God is the judge. Your defense will be the devil. Okay. And then the governors will be the weight, the scale. All right. The masculine and feminine energy is the example of love. All right. For fulfillment. Okay. So now the ending of this, the foundation of this is God is seeking to protect this masculine. All right. So he can get his fulfillment. All right. He's been through enough as a kid, abandonmentship. All right. Childhood wounds, wounded warrior, Jezebel energy. No. God said enough. I warned this person in the past. Stop. Don't want to listen. Spiritual justice is open now. Spiritual court. All right. So now we're in the 10 of Cups. All right. This is family. This is containment. This is spiritual family. Total love and support. Because that's what God wants for everyone's foundation. All right. A spiritual family where you feel contented. You feel total love and support, and we don't have to go around fighting people for their things that don't belong to you. All right? Keep your hands to yourself. Do you understand? Right. So now we're looking at the 9 of Pentacles. This is where the energy is we shall gain. We're back in the Virgo energy. I work on myself because I am love. Venus, all right? So this is Mars and Venus, 9 of Pentacles. We've done self-development, self-correction, self-love, and self-care, all right? So moving forward, all right, from this foundation, the past was the D-E-A-T-H, all right? Delilah wanting to come along and take this masculine for all he had, okay? She wanted to do the Neptune, all right? She wanted that spiritual information for her own spiritual. She wanted the spiritual information to act like they created from their imagination, because they get visions from God, all right? And they have a psychic ability that led beyond materialism. But this person was tricking for glamour and illusions that became very negative and dangerous. And it wasn't for the emperor's highest good. All right? So now, in the past, all right, we understand this energy, Delilah energy, Jezebel, all right? Now we got the strength, because now we realize, what did I say? They look for wounded warriors. 9 of Wands, all right? So now we have the strength and the ambition to move this cycle away from the Jezebel energy, Delilah energy, the gold diggers, the one that has no creativity, no nothing but being a vampire energy against God's will. Bring too much difficulties, all right? So in the future, okay, we're using our strength, all right? We've gone back to Sagittarius. We seek. So this person seeks within people's energy, whether they use warlock, black magic, all of that, and they do that poison within your drinks and that, all right, to make the masculine strength weak, all right, to stay in that wounded warrior, to have that 5 o'clock looking at him thinking no one loves him, he's got this loss, regret, stuck with this person that's acting like they love him but they don't, all right, without their family and friends all making this big illusion just to keep my spiritual gifts that they can't even get in the first place, all right? So now God's worked with this person and moved them out of a difficult situations into calmer waters, all right? So this is the 6 of Swords, all right? A necessary transaction, relocating and moving away from this Jezebel, Delilah, gold digging, and we're going to call that person Geneval, all right? A Geneval type, an Evil Eve type, a Jezebel type, a Delilah type, you know? One that acts like they love the lion hearts, but act out there Kayin, you know? Pilling, the lion heart, all right? For their own personal gain. Theft, betrayal, dishonesty, and trying to run away with it. But God said, no, we're working on this man's mind, body, and soul, okay? God's son, all right? So now we're taking, okay, this energy, all right, knowing we got Godhead, all right, remember we've got the courage, the ability, it could be using the Mars energy to take action away from this negative energy, all right, and we understand that our values and our survival pack is Godhead, all right, we're concentrating the energy on that because this Aries had a very painful ending, and that's what they wanted in the past for this person, to have their own universe, their own world, all right? This is the energy of Saturn. So Satan came along, they wanted to learn to operate from this masculine, all right? And they wanted to bring limitations within this masculine society's environment, all right? And they wanted this environment to be fair, obstruction, and limitations, all right? Now, when you get messages from your soul tribe, from God and all that, doesn't work. Might have a painful ending, but you get up, all right, and you take all your painful endings and you learn from it. Remember, every regret can be changed into great, all right? So now we're understanding that we were in our intuition, in our Godhead, because you obviously met your feminine before all this happened, all right? When you get peeled out, all right, your intuition starts dying a little bit as well, all right? Remember, strength comes with self-love, all right? Unconditional love as well, and self-respect and courage. Now, remember, the Emperor is the lion. Let me say that again. The Emperor is the lion, all right? The lion represents, let me say it again, self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, and courage. Because the strength card has the lion and the feminine, all right? The lion and the feminine, tailing him from not going prison because it's Delilah, all right? When you do love spells, right, the cycle always changes. So that person that gave a love spell decides, all right, I don't want jeans today, I want trousers. So they see someone else with a bit more money, all right? Remember, gold diggers, they're there to dig until you have nothing, all right? So when this Emperor has nothing and this Jezebel goes and finds someone else, who's still stuck in that love spell situation? The masculine. Then the masculine goes and obsesses over this person, all right, becomes angry, does the most, and then who goes to prison? Who does the most? Who gets locked up? The masculine. Now, with the feminine, whoever did this to his drink, are they going to turn around and say, no, he's like that because I've done witch spells and all that? They're not going to admit it, are they? No, they're not. Use your intuition. That would get you out of any difficult situation, all right? So we can create heaven on earth because you've got the strength, all right? The universe wrapped around you. Use your discernment, use your strength, use your courage, use your third eye, all right? Use God, use the spirits. Don't let no one tell you nothing, all right? Because right now, a lot of people are going through the tower moment, unwanted changes. Whatever you wanted for this masculine, ruin, disgrace, upheaval, violence, now the table's been turned. So within this environment, the masculine now understands the Queen of Cups. Very intuitive, very psychic. He probably thinks within this environment, maybe his people didn't like it because she was too of a mystery. Because they don't probably have like social media. They like to be quiet, like to be on their own. Because that's the alchemist. They like to study self. They like to study the universe. They like to study about connections, energy. We ain't got time to be outside playing like a puppy, making Earth into a puppy show. No, there's only one poodle, and one poodle has a whole load of people following this poodle, all right? Because they are poodles. A bunch of Eves, evil Eves, Jezebels, Delilahs, all players. Got all the talk, all right? Trying to act conventional, trying to be that Taurus energy I have, but it ain't got nothing. When you're not self-sufficient and you're codependent, obsessive, jealous, lazy, not self-sufficient, you're stubborn, guess what? You're nothing. You're just a codependent person that goes around looking for people. I could be talking about an artist, a gardener, a singer, or a builder. All right? So within this desire, they wanted a painful ending for the feminine. All right? That was the desire of the Delilah. Cruelty. Ending. But guess what? Didn't happen. So they wanted the 9 of Swords for this person. All right? Up at night, anxiety, stress, don't believe your own intuition. All right? The more you don't believe, the more you go mad, the more people lock you up. That was their outcome. Lock you up, right? And then they pull out that masculine, and that is their books and all their creativity and all that done in their name. And guess what? They lied. It's kind of like in the open anyway. Because they don't believe in God. All right? They just think because you dream, you just dream. It's just, I don't know, where do you think you get these messages from? I don't understand. I can't think so low. Can't. It's madness. If you dream about someone every day for 4 years, what does that mean? Come on, people. It's not because you thought of someone. Let's start growing up now. Telepathic communication is the new way now. All right? How do you think these smartphones got invented? What's above is below. It's called communication. How did we communicate and trade before smartphones and that? People, please wake up. Intuition. Psychic gifts. This is why back in the day, right, they got rid of a lot of philosophers, they got rid of a lot of scholars, they got rid of a lot of so-called witches, whatever, all right? So the outcome for these people, right, was for the divine feminine and masculine to walk away from each other, all right, don't have an insight what's going on, all right? They want to be stuck, okay? So childish. I tell you, some people just, I don't know. So I could be talking about Queen of Swords, all right? The outcome is the Queen of Swords. She's very loving. They didn't realise how loving she was. They tried to lie on her name and all that, all right? Page of Cups, all right? New love. They want this new love for this Queen of Swords. There you go, from this Emperor. It could have been an earth sign. There you go. We're back to that story again, but I'm not going to mention that name because there's many people that go through the same things, all right? We go through it at different times, different levels, and different moments. So, well, just it's a learning moment, isn't it? For many of our spiritual friends out there that really want to do self-development because they value themselves, all right? Because life can be very limited, all right? But don't limit yourself. Go beyond the materialistic world, all right? And stretch beyond the imagination, okay? So let's verify one of these. So they wanted homeless for this masculine and the fate of homelessness for this tarot reader. Alright, but God came in and gave help. Because the gold digger wanted the treasure. But God said, look within yourself, everybody, get your own treasure. You are a treasure. Go and get your own, alright? Use your imagination. It's stuck to your intuition, your psychic gift. Don't make yourself ill. Like the Jezebels are going to be up at night with a nightmare, anxiety and grief over depression because they are greedy. Alright? Greedy, needy people. Go into self-love, my lovelies. Alright? And that will save you from people stealing your money, stealing your time, stealing your resources. Alright? To say, I have. Alright? So they're going to be stuck in the mind of what they did. And the masculine is going to have a good triumph. Okay? So remember, look out for your signs, okay? Look at the signs within yourself so you can have victory, achievement, success. Sometimes I think I did too loud. You're going to have a triumph with a sweetheart after a conflict. Maybe with a masculine, too many differences, okay? So it could have been a dispute, a quarrel, all right, over a sweetheart that had unconditional love, pure love, and they tried to do illusions, delusions, witch spells, poison pills, you name it. They did the most. I even saw it in my dream as well. But you can't kill the spirit. You can't. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for supporting all the spiritual people, the tarot readers, all that, and you'll be listening to their imagination. Okay? So have lots of optimism. Don't be stuck in illusions. They are looking at you, and God's watching you, the one eye. And these bunch of people are probably looking and sneaking because they wanted more letters from God to compromise, all right, for gifts. So they wanted to compromise these gifted people for their own pleasure. So when people find out, right, that they went against God's angels and that, let's see if you really want to be famous now. Be careful what you wish for, because what you sow is what you reap. You can't go to bed every night having 20 million followers and act bad, and then you act like a victim when you wake up, when everyone finds out what you did. Remember, you had 20 million followers on you. You should have behaved yourself. All right? So they wanted this gifted person, all right, from this woman, Genevieve, the devil, very distorted woman, lunacy. That's what we're talking about, lunacy. Actually wanted a natural disaster for these people. So that's why they trapped the masculine and made a goal to get into this profession with them through the talent. And they made a big illusion, fantasy, play with the mind. And now this person's going to be up in their mind, weak, because they tried to upset self-love for money, overindulgence. They probably want to say sorry, but you're going to say sorry to God. Because people like me don't care. What you did, you knew what you were doing. Should have been sorry the moment you woke up and thought about it. Sorry, mind, let's not go there. But you didn't. You continued. So you can jog on. Right? It was scheduled because they were glutton, greedy, craven. And now they're going to be stressed out about this vow that they made. These two little plonkers. Earth sign and a water sign. Now, you can have peace within yourself, easiness. God is here. God's in the memory. because you've got a lot of spiritual family, a lot of spiritual friends, teamwork, connection, network. It's your destiny, okay? To be back to your original self, because you are a merit, a spiritual teacher, and you got out just in time because God said, stop bribing. There was a promise that we made, and the third party tried to withdraw it. And her name is Genevieve Niger. I've had enough of that woman. I really have. Really have. I've had enough of her. You can't go against God and you're going to be sneaking around with your team, waiting for more news. It's silly. Don't go against God. All right? That means you're going against yourself. All right, people? So let's make this a teaching moment for us all. All right? Let's try and walk in love and talk in truth. What is truth? Someone asked me today. All right? If you're a bad person, that's your truth. All right, you sit down, you think, all right, me being a bad person, all right, I'm always angry, whatever. What's the impact on myself and what's the impact on others? That's your truth, isn't it? That's your flaw. That's your truth. Clean it up because God is there. Take it or leave it, all right? All right, my lovers, I love you all. Thank you for supporting me. I support you all as well. Any comments or any ideas you may have, you want to hear, any other, like, you know, pick me cards or pick a card, or how did he feel about me? Any question, I'd be happy to open any suggestions, all right? Because we're all here to help each other. Because remember, fire signs, you are the walking example, all right, of how we inspire ourselves from within, from the soul, because the soul is the fire sign, all right? We are born to love. We are born to be in romance. You're not meant to hide it. All right. And you're not meant to be more out there saying one person is worth fighting to do projects for, but not happy to go out and outside and say you're smashing it. Let that resonate. Use your intuition, all right, because you are the lesson of power. We get power from within, all right. This person tried to get power from pill popping people. But we saw the investigation card, we saw the 8 of Swords card, and someone is going to spiritual prison, all right, because they was not inspiring people by the soul, all right, they were more or less being a Jezebel energy, all right. So we could be talking about earth sign, not being practical but impractical, okay, bringing the forces of negativity within people's household for cruelty, all right, for self-indulgence. No, we are going to be the lesson of service. How do we service others? All right. And how do we service ourselves so we can have heaven on earth? All right. So we can help to align each other to be with God, ascending to God. All right. So air signs, you are the walking example of intellect. Okay. What's your idealistic, all right, of brotherhood? All right. What is how can you teach us about humanitarian and community? All right. And water signs, you are the walking example of emotions. All right. How do you give an equal give and take when it comes to feelings? All right. How do you get peace within yourself? Peace outside of yourself. All right. So you can be the walking example of peace, so we can bring heaven on earth. All right. So remember, my opinion is there's 2 gods. All right. Gold, oil, diamonds. G-O-D. All right. And the D can also roll into the devil. All right. The evil Eves, the Jezebels. All right. The gold diggers. All right. Then you've got the devil energy, you know, hard drinking, blah, 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 no moderation. All right. Etc. Etc. All right. Then you've got good. The word good. You take that extra O out, and what do we have? We have God, all right? Then you look at the O, and you think, okay, university, I'm here to clean my flaws so I can be at oneness, wholeness with self, because I am bringing the mind, body, soul, and the heart into one, all right? That will move me into a driven position of the D, divine masculine and divine feminine, all right, for a Godhead, okay? Just be good. Walk in love and talk in your truth, and thank you for joining me. All right, bye.